The RT-204C high-temperature tensile machine is a precision instrument that integrates temperature control and mechanical testing. It is designed to evaluate the mechanical properties of materials, such as tensile, compressive, and bending properties, under extreme temperatures. It can simulate environments ranging from room temperature to 150 degrees Celsius and accurately measure parameters such as tensile strength and elongation at break. We need to adjust the alignment of the upper and lower fixtures before using the product for the first time. Align the upper and lower fixtures by adjusting the base plate below. After completing this alignment step, we first remove the fixture. Then remove the extension rod. Move the high-temperature chamber to the testing position of the tensile machine. At this point, we will install the extension rod. Set a lower limit to prevent the fixture from moving downwards beyond the lower limit and causing impact. At the same time, set an upper limit. Next, let's install the support rod of the lower fixture. Now you can install the lower fixture. Then, reinstall the upper fixture. Ensure that the upper and lower fixtures are aligned. Move the upper fixture to the highest safe position. And then set the upper limit again. At this point, we can replace the fixture and extension rod to conduct different tests. The power supply of the high-temperature chamber is wired. 220 volts, 50 Hz. Open the power. Set the desired temperature. After turning on the device, it needs to be preheated for 10 to 30 minutes to ensure the stability of the sensor. Install the test sample after the temperature of the environmental chamber stabilizes. This high-temperature oven has 3 heating stages, and with each additional stage, the temperature rises at a faster rate. We can turn them all on when we start heating from low temperature. When the temperature is close to the set temperature, we can turn off the third stage of heating. Once the temperature reaches the desired level, we only need to turn on one stage of heating. Alright, now that the temperature has stabilized, we can proceed with installing the test sample. Firstly, input the dimensions of the sample on the testing software. The plastic sample is 10 mm wide and 4 mm thick. Gauge length extension 20 mm. According to experimental requirements, set test parameters such as tensile speed, maximum tensile force limit, test temperature, etc. This testing software supports multi-step program testing. Select the appropriate fixture based on the sample condition, and check whether it can apply force evenly without damaging the sample. First, clamp one end of the sample on the clamp head near the force sensor end, and reset the force to eliminate the influence of the sample's own weight. Then, clamp the other end of the sample, and control the ascent or descent of the clamp through software to ensure that the sample is in the correct testing position. For high-temperature testing, it is necessary to use a dedicated high-temperature fixture and ensure proper alignment. The temperature is stable now. If it is necessary to heat the sample for a certain period of time, you can set the duration here. When the time is up, there will be a buzzer prompt sound, and then we can start the test. Click the Start button on the software, and the testing machine begins to apply the preset tensile force to the sample. During the testing process, real-time monitoring and recording of experimental data, including parameters such as load, deformation, and time, are conducted. Stop the test when the set test conditions are met or the sample fractures. Analyze test data in the software, automatically calculate parameters such as yield strength, tensile strength, and elongation, and generate stress-strain curves. Verify the validity of the data, such as fracture location and curve characteristics, save the data after confirmation, and export the test report. After the test is completed, first shut down the temperature control system of the environmental chamber. Once the temperature inside the chamber drops to room temperature, open the chamber door, loosen the fixture, and remove the fractured sample. Clean the surface of the fixture, reset the main machine, return the screw to its initial position, and turn off the power of the main machine.